Hi everyone, Thomas Medina here, joke writer for the monthly Chromebook News Roundup. This is going to be the last Chromebook News Roundup video for now. It's been a magnificent 6 months, but you see at the start of the year I had this sheet filled with like funny ideas and I've used them all up now, so there's not going to be any more videos for a while. I'll still be here though and around and making things, and often those things will be about Chromebooks. Thank you so much for your wonderful companionship, and I hope you enjoy this installment. Roll picture! So you want to get a Chromebook, but which one is right for you? Yes, I don't know. How about we start with the size? How big should it be? Small. Correct. It can be 10 inches or 15 inches or anywhere in between. In the end, they're all pretty small. Let's talk about the CPU. Intel or nothing. There are AMD ones now. Intel or AMD or nothing. You know, some Android apps run better on ARM processors. What? Yeah. They're slower in general, but cheaper. And unless you're running Linux apps or a whole bunch of tabs at the same time, they're nothing to be afraid of. Alright, how about the display? Oh, I know this. HD, baby. Full HD. Full HD, baby. Or better. Better. 2K? 4K? AMOLED? 4K can hurt your performance. That's what the money is for! Are you okay? And it looks great, but remember, less than HD can actually look fine. I mean, you know, not great, but doesn't need to be your deal breaker. We've all seen pixels before, they're nothing to be afraid of. That said, full HD is our sweet spot. Now, what would we say about RAM? I don't know. I don't want to be wrong again. Have a guess. Well, RAM is good, but you probably don't need much. Yeah, maybe just a small amount of RAM. And because you can upgrade it later. Wrong. Damn it. On pretty much all Chromebooks, the RAM is welded into the motherboard. You can't change it. Then 32 gigabytes it is, baby. There's no reason for that. 4 gigabytes is still fine, again, if you're using one application at a time. 8 gigabytes would be our sweet spot, and 16 if you really want to get that future-proofing. Question. Yeah, look, I'm lost. This isn't helping me at all. Okay, I suppose something I'm trying to get across to you is that the best Chromebook for you is probably the one you've already got. What the hell? That's trash! Who do you think you are? Terrible How could you say something like that? You should be ashamed of yourself! Let's talk about the Chrome news that was big, interesting, or exciting in July's less cool little sibling, June. But first, ladies and gentlemen, please hold hands, open your hearts, and be prepared. That's right, it's time for a word from our sponsor. Word. Bunch of talk this month about Google teaming up with Parallels to bring Windows apps to Chrome OS. This could mean a full Windows version of Microsoft Office running on a Chromebook. Exciting stuff. But don't get too excited. It's still a ways off, and at the moment it's only planned for enterprise Chromebooks, not the consumer ones that I and you probably have. At the moment, if you're wanting Microsoft Office on your Chromebook, your best options are still the web versions, or trying Google Docs or LibreOffice on Linux. And if you want to run Windows apps, you can try your luck with Crossover on Android or Linux. Still, it'll be interesting to see what eventuates from this. Now, following the hints I mentioned a couple months ago, Crostini has properly arrived on the Samsung Chromebook Pro. Very cool. That means this wonderful and highly capable Chromebook from 2017 can now run Linux apps. Currently, you have to be on the beta channel and you have to enable this flag. And for some reason it wouldn't work for me until I changed to dev channel, then back to beta channel. Unfortunately, no luck yet for the Acer C302, though this development should fill us with hope that that similar device won't be too far behind. Now, no matter how many times I email the guys at ChromeUnboxed, pleading with them to tell everyone to stop releasing great Chromebooks, they just keep coming. The HP X360-14 has been refreshed, and we now know all there is to know about the new Acer Spin 713. Both just seem really, really good. There's been a bit of a RAM conversation going on this month, with Android Police's Celestial Corbin Davenport posting an article attacking 4GB Chromebooks. And Cool Kevin C. Toffel has responded on About Chromebooks, defending 4GB Chromebooks. Cool Kevin points out a hot fact that having the Google Play Store activated and any Linux apps running will eat into your RAM usage. So not booting up any Linux apps if you don't need them and completely deactivating the Google Play Store if you don't need Android apps could make your Chromebook a bunch faster. That's fast. Anyway, basically yes, 8GB is better and preferred, but don't turn against any of your devices just because of the number 4. Both of the Chromebooks I own have 4GB and I still find them very capable of everything I use them for. The worst that can happen is some slowdown if I'm multitasking too much. As consumers, we're taught to have very short memories. Every year we're encouraged to think we need more technology and more advanced technology to do similar stuff to what we were doing the year before. New technology is great, it's like my favorite thing, but it's worth remembering that the last few decades are very unusual in the grand scheme of human history. But nothing Celestial Corbin said in his article was wrong either. Ultimately, everyone is on the same page here. It'd be good to see more new Chromebooks, even the budget ones, just put in 8GB of RAM and thereby bypass any RAM issues entirely. Now, I'd like to quickly point you towards a few new community Chromebook videos I've seen recently. 2020 has been a crazy year for new Chromebooks so far, and if you want to wrap your head around them all, check out Rad Robbie Payne in ChromeUnboxed's new video, The Best Chromebooks of 2020 so far. Damn good Damien Wild at 9to5 Google has made a video entitled 5 Reasons to Choose a Chromebook as Your Next Laptop. The 4th reason blew my mind. Just kidding. Just pretending to be clickbait for attention. Magic Mark Borison at Promevo has a similar video out this week. I love how Mark advocates for using older Chromebooks, specifically the continuing relevance of his Acer R13, now a few years old. I feel the same about my Samsung. You don't always need something new, particularly when you're using such a lightweight operating system. Isn't it funny how much we keep saying these things in this community? Are Chromebooks still good? Still good? Still? Yep. They right though? They right, mate. I'm not mocking it, I'm a part of that. It's funny. Speaking of patting ourselves on the back, here I go. Gene Anderson says, "You've had a HP Chromebook for at least 5 years or longer. It never seems to wear out." Brilliant to hear, Gene. Long live efficient old tech. Jasicki Biking says, "I got a vroom book because I hate Windows 10 and Windows in general after they destroyed my Win 7 with their forced Win 10 Trojan update. I got an Asus and I love it. You, my friend, are a very emotive scribe. Good on you." Mr. Geller asks, "Did you actually edit this whole video on a Chromebook?" That's a good question. No. So I have made many of my videos entirely on Chromebooks using WeVideo and KineMaster and the like, but these ones I've edited on a Windows computer. It's still absolutely the case that if you're stupid enough to be doing things like this, this, and this, then it's a little more straightforward in a Windows program like Premiere or DaVinci Resolve. Peter Lampkowski says, "When I listen to you, I hear Sir David Attenborough. When I look at you, I get similar sensation when I see Rowan Atkinson." Peter should probably get that checked out. Nikkei Pavuk says, "I hope you become a great YouTuber." I refuse. Jim Mooney says, "I threw my Chromebook out the window. Guys, free Chromebook outside Jim's place. Go, go, go." Chris Yates says, "The Linux apps got so much better from then to now." Yes, good point. In my earlier Chromebook videos, I was much more harsh on Linux apps than I am now. Crostini's come a long way, but still a lot of room for improvement. Klixmunkstein says, "Why does he look like Sinjin from Victorious?" Ah, you've seen through my cunning disguise. Akash Mondal says, "Just commenting to feature in the next..." No. Brad Michaels says, "The Andy Warhol / Wes Anderson of Chromebooks we need today." It's tough being all these people, but thanks. That's half the year, folks. Let's see if the next 6 months will be as eventful as the last. Not likely, but anything's possible. I'll see you soon in a different format. Take care.